Today we're going to talk about three underrated senior running backs for the 2014 NFL Draft. And we start with Central Michigan's running back, Zurlon Tipton. Now, obviously, Zurlon Tipton was running behind number one pick Eric Fisher, last season, and rushed for 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns, averaged 5.9 yards per carry, had 24 catches. So really was able to do it all for Central Michigan last year in the backfield. Now he's a big running back. He's 6'1", 220 pounds. He's got the breakaway speed. He's a downhill type runner. As far as really somebody that, as far as when you're talking about a first and a second down running back, this is a guy you look for as far as in the NFL standpoint. So really, he's a guy to watch for. Now, losing Eric Fisher, could hurt him, and so that's something also to watch for as far as when we evaluate him for the 2014 NFL Draft. Next, we go down to Tulane, and we've got Orleans Darkwa, who, as a freshman and as a sophomore, rushed for close to 1,000 yards in both seasons. Now, last year had a down year because he had a high ankle sprain. But as far as when you were talking about, again, the size standpoint, he's 6'1", 210 pounds. He's got the ability to have some kick return ability. He's got the elusiveness to as far as to make guys miss in the hole, and so really he can also catch the ball in the backfield. So he's a guy to watch for if he can stay healthy. Now this is a guy who could, to me, really rise up and be a third, fourth round draft pick. We've seen these, not first round draft picks, the Ray Rices, the Maurice Jones-Drews, those type of guys who weren't first rounders who have been really productive franchise type running backs in the NFL. And the third guy we're going to talk about is Tyler Gaffney from Stanford. Now, he's a guy who, last year was supposed to be his senior season at Stanford, but he decided to go play professional baseball. Now, after a year playing professional baseball, he really had the love for the game of football and decided to come back for a senior season at Stanford. So you have to go back to 2011 to really look at his tape and be able to evaluate him. Now, when he was healthy, again, we're talking all these guys are those prototypical size. He's another 6'1", 220-pound running back who, has got the ability to catch the ball in the backfield, got some power. But again, you go back to 2011 and he averaged 6.1 yards per rush, so average per carry. So really a guy who's a productive running back in that system. So again, Stanford's got a chance to win a national title, and he's going to be probably the workhorse or be able to split carries. And so really watch for those three running backs that we talked about as we go through this 2013 college football season up to the 2014 NFL Draft in May.